Alright. Here we are. Here we are. Hello. Hello. I'm Johnny Cash. Hello.
Alright, today's Tuesday. Tuesday's great because it's not Monday. But yet it's not Friday either. Friday used to be one of those days that was like one of those days. It was like you crawled to Friday, you know, because probably you do everything fucking you get paid. It's payday. Yeah, it does. That doesn't make a shit anymore. It no longer holds the same illusion. Got this light. I got a few things here. My dad was listening to Matt and he was getting pissed off, and I just started laughing because like he used to be me when he was younger, my dad, and now he's older him. I can only overdub and say this is your higher self from like maybe 15 minutes in the future, with the higher self being considered to be at least the future of all converging points. It really doesn't mean shit. But ultimately, we have a different father-son platform going on here. And I hear him refer to it too. Him being Matt and my dad. So, it's like, what are you listening to? What we're listening to was him there's a Terry Bradshaw. Oh, look. I got in the comment section. I took my fucking snickle stick. I turned it into a jackhammer, and I jackhammered me one of those little metal anchors, and I put it there, and I tied it up, and I tied my belt, and now there's going to be a fucking storm, and I'm going to be blowing around in that area, and it's going to be great. Same thing's going to happen with Uncanny too, watch. In some way, unless he's still being the storm and the Puma, I don't know. I hope he's alright. I haven't gone and checked on him yet. He said, would you please just unsubscribe from my channel for a while? And tantamountly, he said he liked me as a friend and he didn't want anything bad to happen to me, because something bad happens to anybody he really becomes friends with. And I got the single tear from the Indian go down my eye as I understood. And I tried to be like, no bro, this, that, something else, whatever. But it didn't matter. I did unsubscribe because I followed his wishes, because I understood that he was coming from that place. He's a very smart guy, probably smarter than me, but I'm not retarded. I've, over the past 7 years, moved all my shit from the left part of my brain over to the right. Like, you know how when you're driving and you wreck and you skid in the water, and you normally turn the wheel the other way like this, and then your car starts spinning like that, and you're in the fucking ditch? That's kind of what I did, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's just things you do and learn along the way. You're always going to have the overreaction emotional response when in a wreck the first time. Oh shit! You're going to turn the wheel, you're going to spin the car, and until you do that, you don't realize that even is. Does that make sense? In lieu of that, see, I have this old card of mine, and I really liked it because it has 714 as the last three numbers, and that's the moment I was born, 7:14 p.m. on one fine day called birthday. It is standard process to destroy your prior card, and I've done it. And AT&T, you bastards, I'm going to break contract with you, but first I'm going to do it spiritually. They sold me a phone, they sold me some weird plan, and they fucked me. And really, it's my mistake, and I bear the responsibility, because I bought the prepaid card with my phone bill money for AT&T. They wouldn't take it. And then suddenly reminded me I have postpay. I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know. I wasn't all wrapped up in my fucking phone company dynamic. I just need a phone, have to have one, and I went and got one. Now I had to buy a whole nother phone, which is okay because I like it. Everything's scheduled up, but I'll have to call them. See, I changed my card so they couldn't bill me. But the same baffle in there, see, they could just charge me off my card from the prepaid account, but those two don't talk to each other. since they've become a corporation and become so fucking big and so much like a human being to even garner the legal status as a human person corporation, they also have built that baffle between whoever's department is prepay and who's postpay. So much so they wouldn't even take my money. And they were all sad-faced. They were just going to let me have no phone and be broke and not take the money that's already been paid to them. Utter stupidity. They've lost that good old-fashioned, what is it? The good old love and feeling? The good old love and feeling, they lost it. They lost it. No. However the song goes, I don't know. So, in my dream world, I've had, like the other day, like I literally have each finger extending out from me, turning into a dream, where there's different versions of myself. Some of them have a fucking mullet. One guy's got a mullet. One of them's got the pork chop fucking thing. One's got the porno fucking mustache. You know, there's two of them that are clean shaven. They have to go to the feet and live in the toes because I don't do that. I don't have enough jaw structure. If I shave it, I don't look right. I don't have enough jaw. And they should know that. But they're down there. It's a little bit different on their feet. Now, I had this same, just murdered this bug. I had the exact same thing happen to me yesterday. And the bug went down the wall and I tried to hit it with the end of the stick. I didn't have the satisfaction taking his fucking life that I got this time. And able to close his fucking dead body ass onto the broken contract. That shit sandwich represents everything that you don't want. I'm processing some very high shit today. My other lady friend, I told her, I was like, I'm going to let you know this, although it may hurt your feelings. Don't take it the wrong way. This is just because I had a circuit loop bypass with, I think, my sexual drives, drug addiction, mindset, and activity of catch release, whatever bullshit. And I said, you know, you're the only friend that I've had, the only lady friend that I see anymore, and that I have. The fact that she's born on my grandmother's birthday just makes it alchemy for me. And I said, you know, you never noticed the effect, the negative side. That'd be the flirty side, the one that would move her boobs and shit like that. That's fucking with a dude that's in severe drought. You gotta know what you're doing when you do shit like that. You have to, even if it's for a fraction of a second. I said, and you're hanging on, you're letting that religion side create those shadows where you're not aware, because she wasn't aware and she didn't care. It's like, you're causing me harm and you don't even know it because it's within my ability to erase and move in. But then when it got to the level where it was an entity and it was on the same ground, she got all fucked up. You know, her hair started coming out. She was getting this bad rash. And I got the exact same rash that she showed me she had. I had the exact same rash one night. And it went away. So, and I told her, but she didn't even pay attention. I was like, you know, the one thing that was in common, other than, you know, just trying to open your heart to somebody that, it's not even based on the attraction. It's based on the alchemy of man and a woman. Period. You know? But he did let some sort of evil fucking gaijin sort of fucking monster be able to move around. Even if it had only that 1 second of interaction, it got a lot more on my end when I think about in my own private time, all jacked up on Mountain Dew. But that's in the past now, because I know those things. You do have to know yourself. We're very strange creatures, but we're sexual beings. We need to have the touch and the companionship and the familiarity of someone else. And you do almost need it to be, like, if you don't hold the baby dies. Almost all the time. You can look that up. I mean, we're human beings, we're physical, and we're in that dynamic where we need love, we need touch, we need the softness of another person and their hardness too. Yeah. So, it's really more of a psychological thing. Although each of these psychological things has an actual point in the material world that it anchors to. So like I said, I went in there and I jackhammered down into this fucking Terry Bradshaw effect, because I don't watch sports. I'm not interested in sports. I made that abundantly clear. Tom Brady was the one that took his record. Great, I heard Tom Brady's name. Also know there's a Wayne Brady. They're not the same. Wayne Brady's a comedian. But to my credit, I kept my eye on the cheerleaders the whole time, because they got that cornbread.